Welcome to What's in the Pot. I'm your host Sean Grande, and today we're reviewing my Z Grill's 458 pellet grill. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's What's in the Pot. This is the Z Grill's 458, so let's break down the different parts of the grill. Right here is the hopper. This is where we load our wood pellets that gives our food that beautiful flavor. Now below here is the temperature controller. This is where we set the temperature on what we want to cook. It goes up to 450 degrees, which is the high setting. Inside the grill, this is the fire pot. Now what happens is the auger feeds the grill depending on what temperature you set, feeds it the pellets. It gets lit by the hot rod and ends up in the fire pot. Now the next thing here is the heat deflector. This just kind of reduces the flames from coming up through the grill. Next part here is our drip pan. Now what this does, it takes the grease and sends it out into the drip bucket. I've lined the drip bucket with foil, and I've also lined the drip pan with foil just to make it easier for cleaning. This is how our grill looks with our two grill racks. We have a top warming rack. You can actually cook on that as well. And then our bottom main rack. Now that's the basics of my Z Grill's 450A. Now let's go into the kitchen and start cutting up some sweet potatoes. I'm starting with 3 sweet potatoes and I'm cutting them into thick slices, about 1 inch thick slices to be exact. You can see here 1 inch to maybe a little bit more, some maybe a little bit less. But let's start seasoning these potatoes so we put them on the grill. For the potatoes, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now right now I'm only putting 1 tablespoon. I actually put the second tablespoon towards the end, but you can do 2 to start. Now I'm also going to be adding 1 tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning. Now if you're not a huge fan of Old Bay, go ahead and use half a tablespoon or 1 teaspoon. I'm also going to be adding 1 teaspoon of Badia Complete seasoning. It has a nice flavor. It really complements the sweet potatoes. Half a teaspoon of Slap Your Mama. If you want a little bit more spicy, go ahead and add a full teaspoon. And about half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Our last and final step for seasoning the potatoes is give it a good mix, man. Just make sure all the pieces of the potato get covered with all our seasonings. Anytime I'm starting my Z Grills, first of all, you got to hit on, because if you don't hit on, we ain't going to be cooking. But then we want to hit that smoke button. Now, what we do is when we hit smoke, the grill's going to start warming up, and then we're going to open the lid. Once we open the lid, let it run for a few minutes, and then we're going to see a nice, beautiful white smoke. Once we see that smoke, we're going to go ahead and cover the lid, and we're going to set it to our desired cooking temperature. For this, I'm actually going to be cooking it at 450. Usually when I bake it in the oven, I cook it about 425. So I'm going to start cooking it at 450 degrees. Once our grill has reached 450 degrees, you can see there, you can see my pellets. I have some charcoal pellets and I have some competition blend pellets. I've put my potatoes on the grill and we're going to let that cook for 30 minutes on one side. So about after 25 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and be flipping these potatoes to the other side. Let's see what our potatoes look like after we flip them. You can see those beautiful, nice grill marks. So we're going to let these cook for another 25 minutes. So after another 25 minutes, this is our final product, our grilled sweet potatoes. And I actually love this grill. This is my first pellet grill. So shout out to Z Grills. Thank you very much for tuning into What's in the Pot. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And if you're new to pellet grills, man, I hope this really helps you out. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's What's in the Pot. Peace.